There's a great saying in Spanish. It goes, Cuando pierdes tu lengua, pierdes tu patria. When you lose your tongue, you lose your country. And it's so important. And I'm so grateful that all of my family instilled those virtues about, connecting with the language, because it allowed me to connect and allowed me to stay in touch. Yeah. And then it was good, I felt very Mexican, but when we moved to New York, it was like a very different vibe.
So 2 things I want to hit on. The whole thing about the language is so important. I know I'm married to an Argentinian. When I met him, he forced me to learn Spanish, and it was a torture.
Of course.
But thank God I learned it, right? Because when I went to Argentina all the times, I was able to connect with his grandparents. I was able to connect with his friends. And you lose that connection if you don't have the language, because it only goes so far, right? I mean, you only can communicate so much and be connected to your heritage if you don't have the ability to communicate.
Yeah, absolutely. And then if you want to even think about it just on a personal level, I imagine my son. My son is 14 now, and I did the best I could to put him in immersion school very early on in his life and make that a very big priority. But, at the same time, they lose interest, and how it goes. I just try to surround them as much around Spanish as possible. Because also, remember this, all the parents out there that have kids of our same similar story, you also expose to other different business opportunity if you're bilingual. My twin brother had an opportunity to go to Santiago, Chile when he got out of law school, and literally go out there and do his thing because he spoke Spanish. And there's a lot of opportunity just about the culture.
And there's a lot of places you can go in the world if you speak Spanish, especially Spanish, that you can have connection with the people that you would never have if you don't have that second language. So yes, language is key.